What is up, guys? Matthew here, and welcome to our FIFA 21 career mode with the mighty Boro to what could be the penultimate episode of the entire series, episode number 70. The reason why I say it might be the penultimate, of course, we do 3 games an episode, and today we're going to be doing a triple header of Manchester City, with the Champions League first leg of the semi-final, followed by a league game with City. Then we have them again at home in the second leg. And if we win that second leg, if we win the Champions League semi-final and make it through the final, then that'll be an additional game to play. And that game, of course, as we do with most finals, is going to be on its own, in its own unedited, full-length episode. So, if we do get through into the semi-final, expect today's episode to have 3 episodes of Manchester City. That will not change. Next episode, we'll finish the Premier League with West Ham, Manchester United and Fulham, and then a third and final episode of just the Champions League final. However, if we get knocked out by City in the Champions League semi-final, then there will just not be a third and final episode, and we will finish with West Ham, Manchester United and Fulham in the next episode. So yeah, we'll see how we go, but we've got a triple header of Manchester City today, so gear up for that. And I don't know what game is more important, if I'm honest. We've got a Champions League semi-final or a game which could knock City out the title race and put us in pole position well and truly. Of course, at the moment we are on course, I dare say, to win our first ever Premier League title, 5 points clear of Liverpool. Pressure's on them. They cannot afford to drop one more point, you'd have to think. But we've still got to beat City in the next league game. But first of all, let's head to the Etihad for the semi-final first leg of the Champions League.
Well, we should be in for a night of drama here at the home of Manchester City. Derek Ray here on the commentary box, joined as always by former Arsenal and England fullback Lee Dixon. And tonight we've got the semi-final of the Champions League coming up for you. It is Manchester City and they face Middlesbrough.
Yeah, thank you, Derek. Welcome everybody. What a semi-final we've got in prospect here. The travelling fans are making huge racket outside the stadium before kick-off. Really big achievement to get here. But you go out in the semi-final, no worse place to lose. Get your focus on the final, focus on your game plan, and make sure your emotions match your ambitions.
It does not get any bigger than this, ladies and gentlemen. What an atmosphere for this semi-final. Just take it in.
And so the starting 11 for Manchester City.
Look who starts. Look who starts for Manchester City.
And rather than use a strike partnership, they've got
Patrick Roberts,
player in attack.
a man who propelled us to Premier League glory and promotion, who we swapped for Phil Foden. He is finally lining up against us today. Who will get the better
Starting 11 for Middlesbrough.
between Roberts and Foden? It's surprising to see that they're playing Roberts in a deeper role. But what an atmosphere, what a game. It's Manchester City against the Boro. It's the Champions League semi-final. Let's go.
And underway now in this Champions League semi-final first leg. Joao Cancelo. Herrera. Roberts.
Here's Roberts. First bit of possession. And it's stolen off him by McNair. Wouldn't it be something if we could get a goal here from Roberts' error? Career's in, and it's a dream start! Dream start in this semi-final. A gift from Roberts to his old club. And it's a dream start for us.
Tell you, Derek, when I got into this position, it was panic.
Back into Korea. What a finish.
Well, that's a lovely, lovely controlled finish. In step, in the goal.
Oh, thanks to the former Boro man. You could even call him a Boro hero. Patrick Roberts giving the ball away.
But the manager knows a lot more has to be done to secure this game.
We've got an early goal in the away leg. The perfect start. 1-0.
So back in action. Will there be a quick response from City? The cross is on. Yangel Herrera.
Herrera. Dembele. Roberts is in.
Interception, the danger
And
is very
Gibble with an
real.
unbelievable slide tackle to prevent
Fernandinho has
Roberts
been figuring prominently on the back page
from getting in
of
on
the paper
goal.
recent days.
And we're on the break here with the man who replaced him, Phil Foden. Phil Foden scores! Incredible finish.
Good for them now.
Another man against his former club. Phil Foden makes it 2-0.
Well, just look at this. They all back off him, and he takes the advantage. He goes
What a start to this game.
in the end, it's a wonderful solo goal.
A chance to
Phil
revisit the
Foden,
goal.
with his weaker foot, bends it past his former teammate Edison. And we have a 2-goal lead
Oh, to be a fly
in this first leg. What a game this has been so far.
Just look at him.
It's with Joao Cancelo. Bernardo Silva.
Patrick Roberts taking on Gibson, looking for that diagonal again.
Dealt with that ball played in rather well.
Spence did well. Foden wins a good header there. Nods it down to Origi. Oh, look at Origi. Feet for a big man, not bad at all. Divock Origi taking on everybody here.
Surely.
Oh, and it's a save from Edison.
Thank you to the goalkeeper. That
Well, imagine if it had gone 3.
That's as good as a goal at the other end. Brilliant save from the keeper.
Boos from the City fans, understandably. They have not got going in this game at all. Foden
fired over the
whips it in
corner.
towards Origi.
Not the result from the set piece they were looking for.
Comes out to Correa, gets a bit of luck there off Silva, but shot is blocked. McNair should win that and does. And now here is Foden up
In the
against
centre.
Roberts. And he's beaten Roberts,
Well, good play.
who then blocks the cross.
And the defender got the last touch. That'll be a corner.
I mean, the ball didn't look like it was out of his feet, so how he managed to scoop it from underneath him into the corner was incredible. But we're going to try and kill this off in the first leg if we can.
And now the delivery.
It's in towards Rice! And that wasn't far away.
Was it?
Well, that was like one of mine, or more to the point, like one of yours, Derek.
You're spot on with that assessment.
How far off was that? Well, it was a good effort. But if we can kill this game off in the first leg, take the pressure off the second leg, we can maybe put a bit more focus onto the Premier League fixtures, which you could argue are bigger. What would you take right now? The Premier League title or the Champions League?
Well, it's one pass after
Here
another.
is Dembele. Rice comes across, out to Herrera, who's got a bit of space.
Dembele.
Into Dembele. Tomori, though, stands his ground.
Counter-attacking very
And we
much
could be away on the counter-attack here, McNair. Origi.
He'll try his luck here.
Oh, what a goal! Oh my God! Divock Origi.
Perfectly.
That is goal of the career
Wow, look at
mode.
this. What a strike. He's took a chance. Did he swerve? His keeper
He has no right
caught it so sweetly.
to hit it from there.
Let's take another look at that goal, shall we?
Divock Origi bending it from 25, 30 yards out into the top corner. We're in dreamland and we lead City by 3-0. What a goal!
Blistering first half display, and just look at that score. Foden.
Oh, Foden. He's absolutely rinsed Mendy.
Boro using width to
I mean, I've never seen us play so well We are playing full of confidence, full of guile, full of energy, and Manchester City cannot live with us. It should have been 4. Hudson-Odoi has to score.
Dembele. Yangel Herrera. This might be the perfect counter-attacking opportunity.
Torres. City have got men forward here.
Mendy.
Mendy. Up against Spence. Has no options. Plays it inside.
Showing good patience.
Savic. Only runs as far as Tamori, and Mendy's caught forward here. Hudson-Odoi commits the defender. Laporte is out of position. Phil Foden saved. We should be 4 up. What a chance for Foden.
Well, that's not textbook.
Oh, and he's done the defence again. Foden's in once more, and again Ederson saves. Ederson is keeping his team in this tie.
Ferran Torres. And he's going to be disappointed with that pass.
Well, the City fans not happy with another misplaced pass, but they come again here. They've brought Lukaku on. Not a bad substitute to bring on. But Mackinnon goes through him there. Advantage played, although I didn't think there was a foul, really. Mackinnon again, not letting Lukaku through. Origi thought Vasquez could make the run in behind here, but he still managed to get hold of the ball with a good touch. And the gaps in behind the City defence now are startling as Origi's shot is blocked. And, well, is Mackinnon going to get a card for that? Really? Well, that's harsh. That is harsh. I don't know what he's give that for. Lukaku's a big lad. He's... Well, I thought he got the ball there.
A change in the offing for City.
To be replaced by...
Roberts running over to the ball. He looks absolutely knackered when he's ran over there. You can see his stamina is absolutely zero. I think the City team are just exhausted. Vasquez plays it back in field. Bernardo Silva. And that is a lazy ball to the dismay of the City fans. And Hudson-Odoi, who is still as fit as anything with as much stamina, like he's only just started. He could make it 4. Oh, he's hit the post. Reina's shot is blocked. And we still can't get that 4th goal. What a block from Pavard. It would have been going in. Can we get that elusive 4th goal towards Rice? It's up in the air, but it's going to be cleared by Ruben Diaz. And here's Roberts. We've got to be careful with Coulson here. Almost went straight into that tackle, and if we'd have mistimed it, we'd have been in a bit of trouble there. But City look like they're going to be needing a miracle from the Riverside if they're going to continue. It is only half time, but we have 1 foot in the Champions League final.
Well-timed tackle.
They've just not had anything.
Just couldn't keep the ball.
The great Manchester City and all their attacking players, they just can't get through our defence. Tamori makes a block. Spence is there again. All that's been missing is a 4th goal here. This could kill the game off. 94th minute, and again we can't score. Origi goes for the bicycle kick, and it's cleared, and Ederson keeps the score down, but we lead into the second leg by 3 goals to 0. What a result. So step 1 of the triple header complete. And we have 1 big foot in the final. Vasquez is happy that he was played in the last game. Good to see. He's not had maybe as much playing time as he would have maybe liked. But what a performance. 3 great goals. We played some fantastic football at times. How it wasn't 4 or 5, I don't know. Edison really did keep his team in it. And let's just have a little look to see if it's even happened yet, actually. I don't know if it's a once a week thing, but let's just check to see if there was the first leg of the other semi-final, if that has happened yet. And wow, 3-3! Blimmin' heck! What a first leg at Anfield that was. So Atletico Madrid go back to their stadium, and it's 3-3. What a leg that is in the first leg at Anfield there. So all to play for in the other game. However, the second round of our triple header against Manchester City is up next. And if we can win this, with Liverpool maybe dropping points at home to Crystal Palace, the gap could be 8 points. Let's try and get another win. So, for the second of the 3 games against City, this time in the Premier League, the majority of the team thankfully has recovered well. Iago Makinen will come in for Gibson though, who isn't 100% fit, so we'll rest him for the league game and see how we get on. McNair does remain in the centre of midfield as the rest of the front 4 are completely fit. However, I am delighted to say and announce the return to the squad of Super Jude Bellingham, who has finally been back in training and after his nasty dislocated shoulder is back in the squad and hopefully can come off the bench if all is well. But it's so good to see Jude Bellingham back in the team. So anyhow, let's see how we get on. There's the City team, and as I said in the last game, a lot of their players didn't look fully fit, and once again, I don't know what it is, they have the squad depth with the superstars they have. A couple of players have been rested. Dembele's out, Lukaku's in, but Bernardo Silva nowhere near fit. We know from when we had Patrick Roberts, his fitness was always one of his weaker points. He's nowhere near fit. Herrera's not fit. Romagnoli's not fit. Mendy's not fit. So Hudson-Odoi on that right's going to have a field day, as is Origi. And yeah, they've brought a few players in, like Verratti for instance, but yeah, I don't know what Pep Guardiola's doing here. He's got 3 big games in the space of a week against us, and we're winning when it comes to squad fitness, when we have a much smaller squad as well, it has to be said. But anyhow, let's win another one over City, this time in the Premier League. This could be a huge game, as we could get one even bigger step closer to the Premier League. So as they said, the team with the best home record being us against the team with the best away record being City. Something's got to give. Roberts plays it short to Romagnoli. Oh, what a lovely flick that is! Oh, Makinen! Well, I thought Henderson came out and got the ball. It turns out he didn't. Makinen just did enough to shield the ball from Lukaku, but it bounced back off of Henderson into the path of Lukaku again. And that was only just cleared. An early warning sign from City. Here's Verratti.
Mendy.
And well, Mendy's ran it out. That is very poor.
Decent games. It might do him a bit of good, you know, just to sit out a couple of games, refocus his thoughts, watch the game from the side.
Well, Lukaku's headed it straight to Phil Foden.
He's got a point to prove to the
and Foden gets the better of Herrera.
Might be able to set up the chance.
Origi on the shoulder, onside! But the shot is straight at Edison, who we saw
No damage done.
is very difficult to beat. We did well to get 3 goals past him. One of them, of course, was a worldie.
Romagnoli.
But he was equal to Origi's strike that time.
Now Mendy.
Here's Herrera.
Passing, confidence on the ball.
Silva. It's been a much more equal game than it was at the Etihad.
Very comfortable.
Bernardo Silva.
And the cross is very much on.
Boro. Well worked this. They've got space outside the area. Can they find Lukaku? Yes, they can! And Lukaku finds the net. City strike first. And City lead in the Premier League. And it was a well-worked goal. They got the space on the edge of the area. And as we brought men out, it made space in behind.
The goalkeeper has had an absolute shocker. Beaten at his near post.
And Lukaku with a good finish past Dean Henderson. We've not lost at home yet this season. Could this be the first?
Fikayo Tomori. A bit of running room now on the wing.
Spence.
Well read to ease the pressure.
Straight into Mendy. We're the team struggling to keep the ball this time, and City look like they've got their tails up. Rice
It is advantage.
leaves one on Roberts, and we'll probably pick up a booking for that. But City look like a different team in this game. They look sharper, they look quicker,
Racing forward, trying to catch them out.
but they still could be at risk of being caught on the counter-attack. But Foden letting the ball run. Went straight back to a blue shirt as McNair's now left one on Roberts. He's not having a very nice welcome back to the Riverside.
Now Lukaku.
Lukaku.
One pass after another.
Coulson with a big interception there. One that finds Origi, but he's up on his own here. Needs a bit of support. Oh, and that's late on Origi. Tackles are flying in. Both these teams really having a go at each other here. Here's Hudson-Odoi. Looks for Foden, and Edison is there, but this game's getting a bit juicy.
A really single-minded piece of defending.
Well, out of all the challenges that went in that passage of play, it's the City man who gets the booking.
Has caught up with him following his indiscretion.
McNair and Rice getting away with their challenges on Roberts, but they're getting punished for theirs on Origi. Look at the room here. Look at the room for Lukaku, and Henderson has to make the save. As Lukaku cannot be allowed to turn and shoot. That's exactly what he was allowed to do there. Mackinnon needs to get closer. Thankfully, Henderson was there to save the shot. Verratti,
Into the centre.
corner, headed but not cleared.
Herrera.
Herrera,
It's with Romagnoli. Yangel Herrera.
City allowing us to get back into
Pedro
a
Porro.
decent shape here.
Verratti now.
Verratti. Oh, that's a good ball to Silva.
Sound piece of goal.
Henderson was equal to it. Trying to get us away quickly, but that's a pretty poor goal kick. Origi will chase.
Arzani. Verratti. Now a potentially dangerous position for City.
Lukaku. Roberts. Roberts. Ooh, Mackinnon equal to that. And we do get it cleared. Can we forge a chance before the end of the half? But Foden's pass is blocked. That would have had Hudson-Odoi in, and that will, I think,
Arzani.
be the end of the first half, in
So
which
the
we
whistle for half-time.
are behind.
A real jolt to the system as far as the hosts are concerned. Unaccustomed to being in this sort of position, Lee.
Well, Derek, we're there.
Roberts. Well, no doubt many of you have been hearing the transfer rumours. It does look as though the deal...
Coulson
could be
did well
on.
there.
Well, Derek, there's normally no...
And here's McNair. And here's Phil Foden. And there's the goal we're looking for.
Level again. No one...
That is a relief. Coulson did so well to just block off the defender and get us the ball. And then McNair with a beautiful through ball. We've not created many clear-cut chances in this game. But that's the first one. And Edison couldn't save that one.
Goes for the smash. Lovely goal.
I was starting to wonder if maybe we should just try and get a draw and minimise the damage, but we could go on and win this now.
Well, a penny for his thoughts right now, Derek. Plan B, I think, is needed.
Good looking.
Here's Arzani on the left. Crazy to see some of the players City have signed in Season 4 of this career mode.
Level terms, moving the ball nicely.
Mendy, who does look very, very tired. We need to really exploit him up against Hudson-Odoi. That's late from Rice. Advantage played though, nothing to be gained there.
Now
Lukaku though, on the edge. Rice does well.
and winning the ball.
And let's try and get Hudson-Odoi off In behind Mendy. Mendy's nowhere to be seen. He's up against Diop instead. And Hudson-Odoi, what a run this has been. And the ball is just cut out. And now here come City again. Verratti. Azani. Spencer's there. And that gets a huge cheer from the Boro fans. But Foden can't win the out ball. But Coulson's there on the cover. And manages to keep the ball away from Lukaku. And carry it out safely. Correa. Paddy McNair. What a run this is from Paddy McNair. And the save is made by Edison. Great run from Paddy. It was his weaker foot. Mackinnon. City pressing high here. Beat the press. And you know what we can do. McNair does well to turn. Here's Foden. Blue shirts behind the ball though, not letting us through.
Epic game, two sides doing everything in their power to make it to the final. All on the line.
Mackinnon stepping in. Origi. Foden. Foden's in here, and Foden scores! Phil Foden strikes a dagger in the heart of his former club's title challenge, and has surely put City out of the picture now. With a wonderful finish. City were the team who come in for Roberts.
Brilliant effort.
And they said, have Phil Foden. We want Roberts, you have Phil Foden. They gave him up so he could come to the Boro. And he has showed them that they made the wrong decision. And he's come back to haunt them, not once but twice. And Phil Foden, with his 14th goal of the Premier League, puts us in the lead with less than 10 minutes to go.
Near the end, and that might well be the decider.
Correa. Just need to keep hold of the ball now. We'll keep taking these throw-ins. As you can tell, Correa's in absolutely no rush. I've heard no updates regarding... Well, I think we're the early kickoff actually, so we will not have any idea what the result is at Liverpool. Danny Ings trying to keep possession. McNair. Ings.
And a strong tackle.
Unlucky, trying to hold it up, and here comes City. They know that this is their title challenge, hanging by a thread. Great block by Jed Spence. City have dropped too many points in games they shouldn't have. They look like the runaway leaders, the runaway favourites at the start of the season. They only lost once, I think, in their first 20 games or so, and that was only to us at the Etihad early in the season. But they've just lost their way, and they're on the brink here. Patrick Roberts in the box. Bernardo Silva. Can we hang on? Coulson with a great tackle. McNair, just get rid of it. They're on the... Well, they're pretty much out of the Champions League, barring a miracle. And they might be succumbing to well, I don't know if it's another, but this year's title challenge coming to an end. They need to get the ball up the pitch. That is it. Another huge hurdle that we've gotten over today. We've come from behind to beat Manchester City by 2-1 to at least maintain our 5-point lead, with now only 3 games to go. Well, at times in that game, I did honestly worry that our title challenge could be on the brink. If we lost that game, Liverpool won, the gap would be 2 points with 3 games left. The momentum might have swung in their direction, but thankfully it didn't. And now we just need to see what the result was in the Liverpool game. When did we last lose, by the way? Man United in the league. So not that long ago, I remember actually But we've won our last, what's that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in all competitions. The type of form you need heading into this crunch period. So let's see if Liverpool maintained the 5-point gap. Or did they drop points? They didn't. Liverpool are not going anywhere. They are still 5 points behind us. City now 10 points off the top with only 3 games, well, 2 games to go for them actually. So we have a game in hand. I didn't even realise that. So City's title race is well and truly dead and buried. And it is down to us and Liverpool now. They beat Crystal Palace 2-1. So both of us with narrow victories. So the title race may go all the way. We've got West Ham, Fulham and Manchester United in the 3 remaining games. But we're going to finish the triple header now against Manchester City to see if we can see out our 3-goal advantage and book our place in our first ever Champions League final. So the Boro team then, it's pretty unchanged again. We've just worked the fitness of the squad so well over the last 3 games. And Fry comes in for tomorrow. We just keep rotating the centre-back pairing as Gibson is now fully fit once again. McNair remains in the starting 11. Bellingham on the bench still. He's still got a slight knock, so we might have to bring him off the bench to get him some playing time. I am going to keep Foden in there just because he's been fantastic against Manchester City. It has to be said, Ings is very unhappy at the moment. But we're going to play him anyway. I don't know if he's unhappy because he's not got a new contract, even though he asked for one, but he's leaving anyway. But we'll play him anyway to try and boost his morale before he does leave in the summer. Vasquez comes in for Correa, who's not 100% fit. As for the City team, again, they've swapped strikers, but they've forced Roberts to play again, Mendy to play again, and Romagnoli to start again, with Verratti now not looking 100% fit. But they need a miracle. We've got a 3-goal advantage. Let's just do the job, and we're in the Champions League final.
McNair now.
Coulson to McNair.
Foden.
Oof.
Going about his defensive
Sharp challenge. I thought Foden might have been injured there for a second, but he's okay.
Ferran Torres.
I think City would need a very quick start. They'd need an early goal.
Savage.
Absolutely, but, well, Savage has just walked into McNair. An early goal for us would kill it, you'd think, like against Barcelona. Ings. What a lovely ball. That is over the top. To Hudson-Odoi, who's in the box here, gets onto his right foot, but the shot is just wide. He shouldn't have been allowed to cut in and then get back on his right foot. He's stronger, of course, and that is very, very close. Just think, if we can make it 4, we might as well start dreaming of the final. But at the moment, not getting carried away.
Ben Gibson. Phil Foden.
Gibbo. Foden with a lovely turn. Ings has made up some great space here. Danny Ings is in, and it's just wide.
But defenders don't always have to touch the ball to have an influence.
Ings and Foden confusing the back line, and Danny Ings just maybe put off by Laporte, puts it wide.
Excellent vision.
Good ball in behind here. Mendy
Good strength to keep the ball.
holds off Spence well. Fry with a good foot in though. And we could be away on the counter-attack here with Hudson-Odoi. He's 2-on-1. Here's Phil Foden. Ings is free in the middle here. Plenty of men on the overlap. Ings is going to have to take this early. And forces a good save out of Edison. The City players got back well, in fairness. Should have squared it to Vasquez. Look at the room he was in. I bet he's fuming with Ings there. Should have passed it. Got a corner though. Vasquez to McNair. McNair, he's got 3 or 4 City shirts around him here, but McNair's done so well to keep the ball, but he's gone down a bit of a blind alley there, but he's turned a lot of them. Great play by Paddy McNair. Foden. What a ball from Foden that is. Lucas Vasquez is in the box, but it's saved by Edison.
Much more straight.
He is not letting us get this fourth goal, is he?
He had work to do.
Well, double ball.
Another good save.
Yeah, but the first save he makes, absolutely brilliant.
We're getting right on top of their opponents and winning it back.
Dembele.
Milinkovic-Savic
Savic. Here is Patrick
just
Roberts.
couldn't get it through.
Gibbo with the block again. We will not let him through.
Ball to the opposition that time. Is it going to end up
Here
being
comes City
productive
again.
for them?
Milinkovic-Savic. Gibbo with another foot in.
Verratti,
City have just stepped it up at the start of this second half.
Dembele.
Dembele. Fry gets a foot in there. Dembele does get the shot away, but it's straight at Dean Henderson.
No, he's got his positioning right.
That's a
But
chance
poor shot in the
that
end.
City needed to take, you feel. Flicked on well by Vasquez.
Football, EA TV.
Well held up by
Bringing you
Ings.
more action from the Premier League.
Foden.
Middlesbrough facing West
Oh, if
Ham
he'd have got that
United.
ball
Well, that should
through
be a really
to Hudson
interesting
Odoi.
matchup atmosphere. I'm sure we're going to get an
Gibbo has
absolute
just
belter, Derek.
been in the way of absolutely everything
Spence.
that City have put forward. Here's Spence. As you can
Really get
imagine,
at the opposition,
we're not really pushing to get a goal as much.
and they'll get ready for the throw-in.
We're just wanting to ensure that City don't get any chances, don't get any momentum.
Lucas
Oh.
Vasquez.
Defenders completely misjudged that. Lucas Vasquez is in the box.
Tremendous block.
Shot is blocked. And I don't know what the referees give here.
Moving the ball nicely.
Here's
For that
Patrick
final
Roberts. You feel City are going to need nothing short of a miracle now. 3 goals in half an hour. They'd need us to absolutely capitulate. And we just do not look like that is going to happen.
pass. And bringing
McNair
it
getting the
back
better
to
of
Menace.
Roberts again. Here's Reina. Can we finally get that 4th goal? Laporte is absolutely knackered. Reina cuts inside. Oh, and puts the shot
Well,
wide.
that's attacking football at its best. Just needed to finish to cap it off.
Roberts, that's a good ball to another former Boro man, Jack Harrison.
Maneuver on the wing. Milinkovic-Savic.
Savic.
Now Verratti. Mendy. Milinkovic-Savic.
Rice there again. Winning every single midfield battle. It finds its way through to Dembele. Roberts. And they've got a goal.
He's dispatched it.
City have won. But is it too little too late?
See how tight this group is, Derek. Straight over to the manager.
Milinkovic-Savic goes over to Pep Guardiola to celebrate.
Well, as we can see, if
They've got 1, but they need 2 more.
great ones just stand still. They know chances will come in that position, and he wasn't disappointed.
Slightly different
Set up
to
by
score
Patrick
in terms of
Roberts.
the goal that was scored.
Fry couldn't get across. And, well, even though it's 3-1 on aggregate, this could be a blemish on our unbeaten home record all season. City lead, but they're still behind 3-1 on aggregate.
On aggregate, it's 3 goals to 1.
City goal. Number 36, Sergio Milinkovic-Savic.
Dale Fry.
Well, we need to just make sure we don't concede another goal, because then it does get nervy.
Reina.
Out of the blue, we're then suddenly in a bit of trouble.
Ings.
So let's reply back with a goal of our own if we can. Ings is beaten to that. And this is just a period in the game where we have to
Giving
just
their opponents a moment's peace.
remain stable. And Ben Gibson again providing that stability, and he's played in Reina, who's got the freedom of Middlesbrough,
Giving his team
and any hope that City had
now he deserves.
of a comeback is gone. Gibbo with the interception, and then there was just no defence.
As we
I mean, look at
can see,
this.
It's great play. They force a mistake by pressing really high up the pitch, and when they win the ball back, just look.
And he
where they are within
gently
striking distance of the goal.
rolls
Great
it
stuff.
to the right of Edison. We're not even going to give City the joy of being the first team to beat us at the Riverside this season. 3-goal advantage. The 3-goal advantage is once again restored. It's now 4-1 on aggregate.
Just to confirm the aggregate situation, 4-1 is the score. Verratti. 10 minutes left for play in this match. Mendy.
Well, Mendy ran straight into Wills here. And look at the space Wills has got. City have threw too many men forward. Danny Ings is in. And Danny Ings, the most composed man on Teesside, puts us in front and puts the tie to bed.
It's a replay, and as we see, it's a class ball through to split the defence and then through on goal.
Had all the time in the world.
For power. Well, he certainly wasn't messing around.
It's good to see Ings, who
absolutely smashes it past the keeper.
hasn't been his happiest,
really lovely finish.
With of course Origi getting much more playing time.
For a manager when a plan comes together, total satisfaction.
But it's good to see Danny Ings, a man who played a huge part in our first Premier League season, getting involved and getting a goal in a Champions League semi-final.
5-1 it is. This is looking threatening.
Mahrez squeezes his way through,
Clean catch by the keeper.
but it's a pretty lacklustre finish. Who was in there intercepting? Ben Gibson once again. Not Henderson's greatest goal kick in the world, but it matters little at this point. We're on our way to the Champions League final. Gibbo's in there again.
Dembele. Now
5 minutes added on.
a good and fair challenge.
McNair puts a foot in. And well, we'd have been away there if the ref didn't blow his whistle. But I think it's safe to say that the tie was won in that first half an hour. That unbelievably incredible first half an hour at the Etihad in the first leg, where we were just on a different level to what I've even seen us play in a long time. And since then, City have just not been able to quite recover. Dembele's in there, the shot is blocked. Gibson again. Who else? He is made of Teesside steel. Patrick Roberts. This will be the final time we see him. A Boro legend in this career mode. Going out. Defeated by us. We've beaten City 5-1 on aggregate. And we're in to the Champions League final.
Just far too clinical for the opposition. Created chance after chance, and they'll certainly fancy themselves in the final.
So there we go then. We've won all 3 games against City. The last 2 a little bit harder, and look at that. Wow! The first leg finished 3-3. The second leg finished 3-3, but Atletico Madrid go through 5-4 on penalties. What a tie that was. I can't believe it was 3-3 in both legs. I don't know what to take from that. They've clearly got good goal scorers, but they're also pretty bad at the back. But anyway, Atletico Madrid knock out Liverpool, which means the Champions League final will be contested between Middlesbrough and Atletico Madrid in the final episode of this series. There we have it. That is the fixture. That is the date. Middlesbrough, Atletico, Champions League final. Quite incredible. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is that for what not is now the penultimate episode, of course. Ings is not happy, but he says he's been making good. His morale is on the floor. And he wants to sit down. He wants to sit down and talk about a contract. He's already signed a pre-contract agreement to go elsewhere at the end of the season. That's not helped his morale. But, oh well. 12 million earned to get into the final. And that is that. So as I say, the next episode will then now be the penultimate episode of the series. And of course, in the next episode, we will hopefully, well, we will find out who the winner of the Premier League title will be. Is it going to be us? Is it going to be Liverpool? We'll find out in the next episode as we have the final 3 Premier League games of the series. West Ham, Manchester United and Fulham. Before, of course, coming back for one final unedited episode, which will be the Champions League final. So if you're excited for the final 2 episodes of this incredible series, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for much more FIFA 20. Well, much more. 2 more episodes of FIFA 21 content to come. Hit the bell so you're notified whenever episode drops, and comment below to let me know you've enjoyed it. And that is it for today. We'll be back next time for the conclusion of the Premier League season, where we may lift our first ever Premier League title. But until then, thanks for watching. See you guys next time.